When forces loyal to King John undermined Rochester Castle, it spelled doom for the rebels inside. Within days, they had surrendered. But the rebel barons weren't done yet. Their ally, Prince Louis of France, had sent an invasion force to help the barons overthrow King John. Then, in late 1216, the king fell ill with dysentery and died. His son, just 9 years old, was crowned King Henry III. It was now up to the young king's regent, the 70-year-old legendary knight William Marshal, to protect the crown. He faced a near impossible challenge. England was crumbling. Rebels were taking town after town. But William Marshal bided his time and prepared to defeat the rebels. Then in May 1217, he got the chance that he'd been waiting for. William discovered that the rebels planned to simultaneously besiege both Dover Castle and Lincoln Castle. With rebel forces split and weakened, William Marshal led his royalist army to Lincoln. The castle on one side of the city was still controlled by royalists, under its formidable constable, Lady Nicola de la Haye. But the streets of the city were under rebel control. On May 20th, 1217, the Royalist Relief Force, led by William Marshal, arrived to retake the rebel-controlled city. The future of England rode on the success of this mission. Troops loyal to the king held the castle at Lincoln, while outside, rebels controlled the city. The defenders had to hold the castle until reinforcements arrived, under the command of the king's knight, William Marshal.
What needeth be on? Hästens kommer stämmer till Arnes. Arnes skulle med Travail to God med Arnes. Hicka man nicke. Men av Arnes.
At last, the king's knight William Marshal arrived with his forces. While a hard battle remained, there was now hope for the young king's army. In order to liberate the city surrounding the castle, William Marshal commanded the king's men to destroy the military buildings belonging to the rebels. William Marshal's forces were welcomed in Stowe, a nearby town loyal to the king. The king's men tore through the rebel fortifications, diminishing the enemy's military presence. The castle now faced a new attack from the rebels' French allies. If the king's men hoped to lift the French siege, they would need to destroy the enemy forts on the outskirts of Lincoln. The king's army razed the last of the rebels' military buildings, but the French siege continued.
What day did we? There is no there, big chap. What day does we? Done some work. Push on with West Sergeant Aramis, Gankin. Nikas ready for Arwen. We're doing it big down. Sergeant Aramis! Nikas ready to see that Arwen. Who the heck is this? We stand up! For God's sake, hit Arwen, men!
The king's men uncovered one of the French forces' siege camps near Lincoln.
Yes, I'm glad. Sergeant at arms, Yare Projute. Starting the way of Britain.
Nu hästes en on.
The shit is the ocean. Away then, take this team. Away then, building to put it off, Borway that this is a building and the building.
Hesslers coming on a foot.
But be the Hester. Il Gasol. Stay ready yourself. What is it? A star of men. But that cannot. Sir George is at the ready. Okay, come on, push it. Ready yourselves. Let them fail. We're moving beyond. Oh, say, if any man trespasses, a ship is said. Are you ready? Spearman,
The king's army tore through the French fort, weakening the enemy siege.
What's it up? Spearman, Abida, Arwemen, Fagura.
After a sustained assault on the castle walls, enemy forces broke through and threatened the heart of the stronghold.
Nitus, fusing for glory. Nitus, you ready for command? Who's that? Where should he dress an hour? He anu hästar på dig med Johnny. Han är häst. He called me. All right, Sir Sergeant. Team to lead. Friendly's always marvelous in the steeder. Abida, yeah, all right. West London, Fairman, move on! He's a gator. Where did he Japan? The Sir Sergeant's on. Waiting for it. Punch it. It's cannon, Molly and Heston. I need Fairman. Take together.
William Marshal and Nicolas de la Haye had saved the city, and with it, the kingdom. William Marshal's success in retaking Lincoln was an overwhelming victory for the Royalists. The rebel barons had been defeated, and their French allies driven out of England altogether. William Marshal now focused on creating a stable kingdom for the young King Henry III. To maintain the backing of the rebels, in 1217, a royal seal of approval was given to a reissued Magna Carta, limiting the power of the monarchy. Many barons held lands in both England and Normandy. But now they faced a choice. On which side of the Channel would they make their home? Many chose England. The cross-Channel kingdom was over, establishing a clear English identity. But the impact of the Normans on England's evolution is still felt today. Almost 1,000 years later, the surviving Norman castles and cathedrals still dominate the landscape. In the midst of the modern city, William the Conqueror's fortress, the Tower of London, remains a powerful reminder of their legacy. But it's the unseen influence of the Normans that endures. The Norman invasion changed the English language and established the foundations of modern parliament and governance. And it's all because one man, William the Conqueror, claimed the English crown that he believed by rights was his. The Normans conquered a country and changed the course of England forever.